Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to start my new vlog video series on YouTube. This vlog is called Girl No, but obviously can be watched by anyone, guys, girls, whatever. I actually came across this idea because a lot of my girlfriends and guy friends on a daily basis call, ask me for advice. You know, they know that I've been through a lot in the past 2.5 years. I've kind of been through it all, I feel like. So I feel like that makes me a good candidate to talk about my experiences and really let people know that you can really come out on the other side on top. And this isn't a win-lose type of thing, but in my world, it is, and I definitely won in the end. So I wanted to share with you, some personal stories that may uplift you, things that I think about. I'm so random all the time. I have this great group of girlfriends that I have. And I am so blessed and lucky to have these women and guys in my life that I can count on at any time of day. I absolutely love and adore them, and they know who they are. But what I do is, I've realized in many conversations with not just my small tribe of people, but like just in everyday life, the one thing that I wanted to talk about was contentment. Content. I mean, most people know what that means. Like, you're pretty happy. You're good where you are. But are you? Because I know I'm always looking for the next thing, looking forward to the next thing happening in my life. But some people are just content with the life that they're living. And they're not happy, but they're not sad. They're just content. And one of my girlfriends said this to me, that she's not happy, just like I just said, but she's not sad either. And she's totally fine with the life that she lives. And her husband kind of go like two ships in the night. And they don't really talk or communicate. And I thought, wow, that's odd, right? Because I love to talk, obviously. And I can't be in a relationship with someone that doesn't want to talk to me. I absolutely need to be someone who can be with someone who can communicate with me. I was unfortunately with a man who did not know how to communicate other than being loud and aggressive. Which, you know what, doesn't make someone a bad person. It just is their way of dealing with things, right? So I thought about the word content, right? Like if you just get up, you do the same thing every day. That sucks. Right? Like, what do you have to look forward to? Like, you're just going to get up, do the same thing every day, blah, 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 right? I don't want to live like that. To me, content means just settling. Average, mediocre. That, to me, is what content means, okay? I love the life that I'm living now. 2.5 years ago, not so much. 5 years ago, not so much. Okay? You become what you create. You truly do. A lot of my friends know I am all about the meditation and manifestations and all that stuff. You truly become what you want to be. I knew that after my ex-husband and I split up, that my son needed extra attention with all of these transitions that were going on because of, a lot of stuff that had happened, his accident, things like that. And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to sit on my butt and wait for someone to support me and do things for me. You can't just sit there and just expect things to happen if you're not willing to work and really manifest what you would hope would happen, okay? I use the analogy sometimes that if you're in a restaurant, right? And say you have a big group of people, you got your friends, there's lots of drinks and laughs and all that good stuff. Everybody orders their food. Food comes out. Everything looks fantastic. And then you get your plate, and it's not what you ordered. Well, what do you do in that situation? Everyone else has their food exactly the way they ordered it. But what about you? Can I tell you what I would do? I know what I would do, okay? If I ordered the beef and they brought me chicken, honey, I'm getting the beef. And I know all y'all are out there laughing, talking about she wants the beef. Yeah. Well, do you sit there? Do you just eat what they serve you? Or do you send it back? Or do you not send it back in fear that they might spit in your food? Or, you're inconveniencing the people at your table because now they're going to have to wait longer because it already took so long to get your food out and it's made fresh. And, what do you do? Do you worry about other people or do you worry about yourself? If you want the beef, go after the beef, okay? I know it's hard for me to say that with a straight face. But in all honesty, okay, do you just settle for what's brought to you and placed in front of you? Or do you go out and seek more? If you want to finish your degree, if you want to go back to school, if you want to get married or, reach out to someone that you haven't talked to in ages, do it. There's nothing stopping you but you. Just you. You're the only one who's getting in your own way. I had to learn that the hard way. So, what do you do in this situation? Do you send it back? No. Because you know what? If I want what I ordered, I'm getting what I ordered. Period. Okay? Because you want to make everyone else happy and not inconvenience everyone else. You're going to just be content with what was placed in front of you? No. I had a lady at the store the other day when my best friend Angel and I went to the store, and there was a lady, we were looking at shoes, and there was a lady on the other side of the shoe rack. And she said, "Oh boy, if I was younger, I would get these shoes." And I thought to myself, you need to say something. And I said to the lady, "Get the shoes. Get them. You're not too old. Get them." And you know what she said to me? She said, "Honey, I only do comfort now. What's comfortable for me?" And that resonated. Because how many of us do things to make ourselves comfortable or other people? We never go out of our comfort zone, ever. Unless there's a huge benefit, right? We don't risk things. We don't, second guess things. We just, we're just content. Now, the problem I have with that, okay, because I'm not content with my life, okay? And it's taken a long time to get to the point of past the point of contentment. Sorry, I got mixed up there for a second. But I'm going to tell you, I am happier now than I have ever been in my life. You know, I thought about this the other day. When we're younger, right? When we're seniors in high school, what were your dreams and aspirations? What did you want to be? Are you anywhere close to what you wrote down in your yearbook? I can tell you that I didn't put, I think I put that I was wanting to be a broadcast journalist and I wanted to travel. Well, that didn't happen. I ended up with 3 beautiful kids, which is a perfect trade-off, I have to tell you. Even when they're being shitheads, which is pretty much all the time. I love and adore my children, wouldn't trade them for the world. But I held off on a lot of things that I wanted to do because I was trying to not rock the boat in my marriage. It was always about his successes. I had to sacrifice so he could succeed. No, not doing that anymore. I'm doing what makes me happy. And thankfully, I have a partner now who wants the same things as me. Okay? He's happy when I succeed. He's happy when I'm happy. I'm happy when he's happy, and I'm happy when he succeeds. You have to, if you're single and you want to be single, great. I actually, you know what? When I was single, it was a new experience. Definitely glad I'm in a relationship again. But at the same time, people do single great. I'm not really one of those people. But I will tell you this. I am more than content with my life, more than mediocre, more than satisfied, and I'm not doing anything for anyone except for myself and my children. The only thing that makes me happy, more than happy, is my friends and my family and the people who have been there through everything, right? The biggest thing for me is that when I see my friends, like I'll give you an example, Valentine's Day. In my little group that we have, several did not receive anything for Valentine's Day. And I thought, wow, I almost don't even want to share with them, the things that I got, because honestly, this is the first time that I had really received much of anything for Valentine's Day or anything like that, because my ex just wasn't that type of person. He didn't, a lot of selfishness, like he just didn't think it was a big deal. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's a Hallmark holiday. Like, yeah, you're right. I get it. Like, but how about one time a year? Really, you should be doing it every day, y'all. Like, let's be real. But just for someone to feel extra special, why not? Why not? It doesn't have to be big and extravagant. It doesn't have to be expensive with dozens of roses and all that other stuff, candy. To me, my favorite part of my Valentine's Day was? The card that I was given with a handwritten note on the inside telling me how he felt about me. Because you know what? One day this life will no longer be here. And heaven forbid something happened to either one of us. I'll always have that. And he'll always have what I gave him. And to me, that is more sentimental and more important than a box of chocolates. I was talking to a lot of my girlfriends on Valentine's Day, and a lot of them were like, I didn't even get a happy Valentine's Day. Like, what? And I know it sounds petty and very like, oh, women are this, women. No. It's one day. Do you know what made my heart happy as I was scrolling through Facebook? The amount of men who posted about their wives and girlfriends. Just wanted to tell you how much you mean to me. I don't care that it's social media. I love seeing that. I think it's awesome when a guy or girl can tell you how they feel about you. Who cares if the whole world sees it? Who cares if the whole world doesn't see it? As long as you know what's right and what's true. But to not even get a happy Valentine's Day, you mean the world to me. You know, you make my life better, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it doesn't have to be about money. One of the girls in my group actually said, if he would have just handwritten me a note, a letter telling me how he felt and loved me, I would have cherished that and loved that for eternity. That's all we want as women, okay, is for, not for you to be like, oh, so, you know, sappy and shit like that. Like, no, like, we don't want a freaking puss, okay? But what we do want is for you not to seem like you're just content in the relationship. You know, because if we start to feel that you're content and that we're content, that's a bad combination, in my opinion. And look, I'm not a professional. I don't have initials behind my name. Like, you know, not the right ones anyway. And, you know, my thing is this. It's not so hard to tell someone how you feel. It's like a sentence. Like, you talk to people all day long. Hi, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. How about you just wake up in the morning and say, hey, how are you? Love you. Thinking about you. Not that hard. Not that hard. Okay? Your job. If you hate your job, do something about it. Yeah, I know, it pays the bills and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Do you think your job's going to give a shit if something happens to you? No. If you quit and you move on to something else, guess what? They're going to find someone else to replace you. They don't care. They really don't. They care for the moment because they don't have anyone to fill your spot. They don't give a shit. If you're in a relationship like that, to where the person could care less whether you went and did whatever, then you're in the wrong one. Like, let's be real here. You should really look at the big picture, okay? And recognize that contentment is not happiness. Contentment is settling. Do you just want to settle? Do you just want to live a life of mediocrity and settle? Or do you want to like really think outside the box and say, you know what? Now, I will tell you this. I have not traveled as much as I have in the 24 years that I was with my ex-husband. Okay, I think I traveled twice, maybe. Okay? I have traveled more with my current partner than I had in 24 years, okay? Because I was content. Satisfactory. Okay? Not above average, not below average, just average. Just living and existing. Life's too short, y'all. We can't just live to just exist. There has to be something more out there, something better. I know there is. I know there is. I'm not where I want to be, like as far as like my career and things like that. I still don't even really know what I want to be when I grow up. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I guess I'll figure it out. You know, I'm one of those people that's just doing a job right now because it pays the bills. I'm still working on that. But as far as everything else in my life, I am more than content. I am way happy in everything that's going on. Okay? I'm manifesting and I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. And if you know, this vlog is, like I said, about like empowering us and like helping us. If there's a subject that y'all want to talk about, shoot me a message. We'll talk about it, because I already have my next subject. Next video, I'm going to try and post them like maybe twice a week. See where we are. You know, see what kind of feedback I get. You know, I just, you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm living this high and mighty life and y'all should just come. No, like, I'm just, you know, it's like when you have good news, you want to share it and spread it. Okay. Same thing. That's all I'm doing. Is if I can help one person, to me, that's worth it. If I can uplift one person, it's worth it. You know, I'm not here to judge, or, you know, I'm a great listener. I'm a great talker. I love to talk. But, you know, sometimes life is more than what it really should be. I mean, how many of us are in a position where we're like, God, my life is just not what I thought it would be? I can even say that. I am one of those people. Like, wow, did I ever think I would ever move back to Baltimore? No, I thought the South was where it's at. And it is still. Like, I love the South. I love it, love it, love it. But I love Baltimore. Baltimore's my home. It's a beautiful city. And I love being there. And I'm happy with where I'm at. And I just love being here. And I love my life. And you know, I just can't say anything negative about it. You know, I don't judge people. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I do judge. I judge people who sleep with other people's husbands. I do judge that. Come on, y'all. That was funny. But no, in all seriousness, you know, life's too short, man. Life's too short. And I'm happy, and, you know, I just hope that, you know, the people that I love and care about can get to that point of happiness. It's still a work in progress. I am still a work in progress. And in this vlog, you'll see that. I am not, like I said, this almighty, like, power, like, whatever. As you can tell by my channel, I love me some donuts and some Chick-fil-A. Those videos are awesome, by the way. So funny, I got free Chick-fil-A and donuts for that. But, you know, all I want out of this life is to be more than content. And I hope to God, if you guys have any questions, like I said, reach out to me. More than happy to help, assist, you know, give you my opinion. You may not like it. I mean, I have girlfriends who call me on the reg, and they ask me for advice, and I tell them, and they ignore me. And then they ask me a month later or 6 months later why things didn't work out. Well, duh, bitch, because you didn't listen. You know, sometimes it's easier to be the outsider looking in than the person, like, going through the situation. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. I have to run to work, and it is bright as hell out here, y'all, because there's so much snow, and it's awesome. I hope y'all enjoyed your snow day if you are in the Maryland area. If not, shoot me a message. Let me know if there's anything I can do. Till then, see ya. Bye.